our donors were really delighted by what we were sending them. They were colorful. They gave all the information that they needed and a really beautiful presentation. And that's what donors are looking for. What I love is that Mythos provided really beautiful options for templates. And I was able to just pick one of those, and they worked with me to tweak it a little bit just to meet our specifications. And I was really delighted and felt proud about what I was sending out to donors. And I was told by one of our biggest and most important donors that it was the best report he's ever received from the university. So I already knew that I was on the right track, but that just confirmed it. We looked at a lot of different stewardship tools, and we chose Mythos because it had everything that we needed. It really checked all the boxes for what we needed for our scholarship annual reporting to donors. They have the survey collection for students. They have seamless integration of photos, and they have beautiful reports that are delivered to donors electronically. And that was really the Holy Grail for us. So at my previous job, really all we did was stewardship. So we had this enormous team, but there were a lot of funds and it was all manual. So really that's all we could do. And we dreamed of one day being able to do more special stewardship and more customization. But we hadn't found the right digital tool for that. Then I came to the University of New Haven. I'm a team of 2. But I found Mythos, which has been so efficient that I'm able to do all the other donor relations tasks. So those of us in small shops know that you're doing a million other things in addition to stewardship. So it can't take up all of your time. So I'm able to accomplish everything I need to because I have a tool that lets me do that. What I like about Mythos is that it allows you to change your stewardship based on the needs of the donors and how things evolve. So I think now, people want something that feels more customized. You want people to really have an emotional reaction when they get stewardship. And I think that Mythos will allow us to do that in whichever way we choose to, and will allow us to do it at scale. The person who's been my contact and my representative has just been wonderful. I think when I email her questions, she gets back to me every time within a few hours, and usually even less time than that. And if she doesn't have the answer, she'll reply quickly to let me know she's looking into it. So I never have to go long not knowing the answer to something. There was one time when we were first getting started in our reporting last year where we had actually goofed and did something that made our logins for our students not work. So this is obviously problematic and needed to be fixed quickly. And within an hour, the entire team, they pulled an IT person in. It was my contact. It was the head of production, all got on a call and figured it out. And we were up and running, an hour and a half later. So I've never experienced customer service like I have with them. And they're also just a great, friendly bunch of people that are really easy to work with. And so that has made a huge difference. So I've had a couple of meetings with people from Mythos who just want to hear what my experience has been, and they want my feedback. And they ask for it really all along. But then we've had specific meetings where they're taking notes, and that's really the purpose of the meeting. And in a way, it's a little bit of a brainstorming meeting because the last time we talked, I thought of things I hadn't even thought of before, things that could make my work easier. And they got really excited about it. And I know that every year or even every few months, they come up with something new that is in response to what their users have said to them. And I can see that in the tool, even just since we adopted it. And I can see as I use it that it's really built around how people who are doing stewardship need to use it. And I know the difference because I used a tool that was not at all built around how people would actually do the work. And I can see that this team is really listening to their users and is not just complacent. They're not staying where they are. They're continuing to innovate and continuing to introduce new features that I'm really excited about. So we're about to go into our second academic year using Mythos, and I'm very excited because we're building on what we did last year and what we learned in our first year. So I'm making this a richer experience for donors, and it's something that I can iterate on year over year. And also what I love about using these sites is that for the first time ever, I'm getting metrics. So I'm getting metrics with the emails I sent. I can see who's opened an email, who's opened their email but not actually clicked through and logged into their site. And I can see what people have clicked on when they get to the site. So I am no longer just sending reports into a void. I am actually getting information which is going to allow me to do better stewardship.